Today's presentation is being brought to you by Amaya Wayman, Aarionn, and myself, Kelsey Fields. Greetings to all watching this presentation. We are here to present a project about two organizations, Distinguished Young Gentlemen and Young Ladies. Distinguished Young Gentlemen and Ladies have helped Tallahassee and its community tremendously. These two are a brother and sister organization where they support each other through anything. As we continue on to the presentation about Distinguished Young Gentlemen and Ladies, also known as DYL and DYG, you will see a few fun facts about the brother and sister organization. My co-workers and I have also asked a few members from both organizations to give us a sight on what it's like to be in the organization. They will also give us their personal experiences. Let us go on to the next slide where Aarionn will talk about our missions.
Our mission. What is our mission? Our mission is to learn more about distinguished young ladies and gentlemen. We as a group want to know, how does distinguished young ladies and gentlemen help with our community? How are these two organizations important and dutiful to Tallahassee? What Kelsey, Amaya, and I are doing is asking a few members from both organizations to answer a couple of interview questions so we as a group can learn more about what do they do that no one else sees. On the slide, you will see on the top right a picture of DYG at a step competition, and on the bottom right, you will see DYL in their beautiful blue dresses. You can go on. DYG's mission. The mission of DYG impacts more than a targeted student demographic, provided consistent service in the form of tutoring, helping students with any subjects in school they are having problems with, student enhancement workshops, and student exposure initiatives. Students are prepared to deal with the cycles of insensitivity, disinterest, and a wide range of appropriate community issues. DYG wants to help the students to excel in the future and grant a few members of scholarships so they will not have to worry about student loans or financial aid. In the photo of the top right is DYG logo, and at the bottom right is a picture of them at a step competition where DYG and another organization called Young Men of Tallahassee Kappa League have their 4th annual teen step show and scholarship events. This show was held and sponsored by Florida A&M University. Youth from the Leon County and surrounding areas were eligible for a chance to win 4,000 scholarships that were issued during the step show intermission by Dr. William Hudson, Vice President of Student Affairs. These types of positive grassroots events hosted by local student organizations have become key to creating a climate of unity in collective work within Leon County. The mission for DYL. The mission for DYL is leading with the purpose. To lead with the purpose means being confident. How can you lead with purpose if you do not have confidence? Having courage in your own principles is one of the simplest ways to lead with purpose. Leading with a purpose means being a leader no matter who is around or who is watching. When you are not around your sisters or the headmaster, you will need to be a leader wherever you go, no matter what. Set an example of what DYL is. Having positivity. One of the simple ways of leading with a purpose is to have a positive outlook for everything. Staying positive simply depends on the kind of person you are, as well as your spirit. A positive attitude can go a long way in influencing the way you work, in the manner in which you are able to get your forces to function as well. When you are leading with a purpose, you have a specific goal in mind, and you will try your best to make it to the goal no matter what obstacles are thrown at you. Try your best no matter what. For a person to lead with a purpose, they must be well aware of what they are doing. If they are unsure, they will never do the things they are expected to do. In the top right, you will see some of the DYL members are showing at one of the family homecoming parades. In the bottom right, you will see DYL and DYG at one of the DYG parties that they host every year on January 1st. We will now pass it to Kelsey Field for interviews.
Distinguished Young Gentlemen and Ladies is a Tallahassee-known program where young ladies and gentlemen ranging from middle school and high school can come together to create a sisterhood and brotherhood to discuss their futures, mental health, and etc. Their mission is to lead by purpose. And then say we enjoy exploring different perspectives from members in the program to give us insight about the program. Today, we will hear from Isella Moore, President of DYL, and fellow members of DYG. Here are some words from Earl Hankerson, a member of the DYG program. DYG has had an impact on my life because it has carried me from a long way, from teaching me from just being average to being the greatest man that you could be. They always teach you to reach your furthest abilities and recognize the people you are around. DYG has an impact on the community because for all the Black men out in the streets not knowing what to do with their life, DYG can teach you from right from wrong and lead you in a path to have a great career. The purpose of DYG is to set your mind for greater things in life and to teach you to be a young, organized man. Leadership is conducted in DYG because this is an organization where it is all about brothership and it teaches you to be the best in your class or the difference in your community, learning to set yourself apart from others. I wouldn't say that there is a great challenge in DYG, but the one big challenge they give you is learning to step up. DYG offers room to talk, all thoughts and opinions, college prep skills, and ways to lead in your community. Reasons you would want to join DYG is because it offers many benefits. You see places you've probably never seen before, and furthermore, you become a factor in your community, and you lead by example to those under you. Those are words from Earl Hankerson, a member of the DYG program.
DYG personally impacts my life by giving me a platform to give back to my community, form a brotherhood with multiple distinguished young gentlemen, and talk to different older distinguished young gentlemen alumni and get insight on life and different things that will help me succeed in the future. DYG impacts community by doing several community service events, several community outreach programs. Remember, this year we actually gave back. On Thanksgiving, we did a turkey drive as well as several groceries and different things. So we always, DYG affects the community by giving back and just remember where we came from. DYG is to serve our community, become active leaders, and just overall become a better, distinguished young gentleman. DYG's leadership is split into different staff members, and like for example, Mr. Amaya Alexander is the head, the founder, and then we have different staff members that lead different events and things that we have going on. Even so, we also have us as like us older brothers as leaders, because DYG goes from all the way from 7th grade to your senior. So the older brothers also serve as leaders to the younger brothers. We all just come together and lead each other. DYG offers different, like I said before, different community service outreach programs. They offer ACT and SAT forums, extracurricular trips, as well as college tours. We do several workshops where we talk about all types of different topics, ranging from finances to business to relationships, just everything a young male goes through it that a young male needs to learn before they get ready for college. I feel like others should know, or someone interested in joining DYG, that DYG is more than an organization, more than a step team. DYG is a brotherhood.
Greetings. My name is Amaya Christopher Hart. I'm an uprising senior at the Florida State University Schools, as well as the president of the most prestigious program, the Distinguished Young Gentlemen of America, Incorporated. Question number 1. If we were to contact your director or the staff, what would they say? If you were to ask our directors, who've seen me grow since 8th grade all the way to 12th grade, I would say that they would describe me as determined, outspoken, courageous, and just plain simple a leader. So question 2. What's one challenge that you all had to face? So I believe one of the challenges we face as DYG members and as an organization is understanding why we as young individuals, young men, have to go the extra mile for everything we do. Within our organization, within the members, is understanding why there's such a divide between what makes someone successful or qualifies someone to be successful, and what qualifies and what can simply just ruin someone's life. What have you learned from your experience in DYG? What have you learned from your experience in DYG? I've learned through DYG, everybody has their own experiences, but I've learned to just be myself. If you just be yourself, everything, all your skills, your values, your genuineness will come to light. People can definitely see when you're trying to be someone else. So if you just be yourself and be who you are, you have nowhere to go but up. I feel like that's why I've grown so much through DYG, because I've been around so many mentors, so many people who can show me the way. Do you ever think about ideas that you could bring to the table that could make your organization excel? Of course I do. Of course I bring ideas to the table and different thoughts and different things we can do. Of course I want to make my organization better. I'm on the verge of leaving DYG, of becoming a senior and going to college and everything. So of course I want to better some things before I go. Was question 3, so question 4. How did DYG affect you? DYG affected me by helping me gain my confidence. Would you consider yourself a leader? That word leader, it's a lot of ways to describe what a leader truly is. I believe a leader is someone that who's not perfect, because no man, no woman is perfect, but it's someone who 9 times out of 10, you can count on that guy to do the right thing when you're not looking. I would describe myself as a leader through many moments within my life that I found myself, not even consciously, but just subconsciously doing the right thing, not even realizing someone was there and someone coming back to me and telling me, I saw what you did. I'm asking them, what did I do? They say, everyone else was doing this, but you did this. And I like that. I saw that in you. You had people follow you. You became a leader. Question 6. How much time do you spend with DYG? And so with the core division of DYG, I'm probably spending Saturdays and Sundays through workshops and community service events and brotherhood activities. And then through STEP, I spend Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays at STEP practice, and then sometimes Saturdays at competition, Fridays, So really, I'm spending 4 days, 5 days out of a 7-day week with DYG, and it's amazing. I just want to reiterate, my name is Amaya Christopher Hardy. I am a uprising senior at the Florida State University Schools, and I am a distinguished young gentleman. Thank you.
Greetings, I am Ezra Yant, a member of Distinguished Young Gentlemen of America, and today I'll be answering some questions about them. So the first question is, how does DYG personally reflect / have an impact on my life? So DYG they have an impact on my life because I know whatever I do, it'll reflect on DYG. So say I do something, I'm like, oh, he's in DYG, or that's going to be the first name they say, he's in DYG. So I had to carry myself a certain way to give a good reflection on DYG. The second question is, what impact does DYG have on the community? Why might it be important to the community? Well, DYG is important to the community because it's focused on building young Black men, whether that be taking them off the streets or just giving them a foundation they need to be successful and just break that cycle of oppression that there is. The third question is, what is the purpose of DYG? And kind of like what I said on the last one, it is just to build our young Black men and make them as successful as they can be in whatever they choose to do in life, and just rewrite that narrative of our Black men. The fourth question is, how's the leadership conducted / persuaded in DYG? And we have a great foundation in DYG. We have Black men that are out in the community doing positive things and reflecting that on us, and also giving us that fatherhood or that fathership that we may need in certain times. The fifth question is, what is the greatest challenge of DYG? And the greatest challenge is just building our young men, because they may not come in the greatest shape or form, but that's what DYG is about. It's about growing them, man, and we expect them to leave as the best man they could possibly be. The sixth question is, what does DYG offer to those in the program? In DYG, it offers a brother and fatherhood aspect, where if you need anything, you need to talk to somebody that you may not have in your life, you can ask anybody in DYG. You can just talk to them and they'll talk to you. It's really a family environment, so you get closer to everybody and it's really a family. A few words I would say to people who want to know more about the organization or be interested in joining is, DYG is a great organization, and you may meet people that build bonds of lifetime, and you may meet people that build connections, because people we meet are incredible, and not everybody has the opportunity or chances to do what we do. So you could build your connections and have them for later on in life. But my name's Aarionn, and that wraps up the interview.
Next, we will hear from group member Isella Moore, the president of DYL.
How does the workshops benefit DYL physically and mentally? Every workshop will give you something to take away that will stick with you your entire life, whether it be about you as an individual personally or about society and the world. During our summer enrichment program, which is a several-week-long program with all-day workshops on Saturdays and Sundays, that's when we really get to the grit of things, and it's the opportunity for the new prospective members and the vets to bond and create that sisterhood feeling, so there's no type of split connection between the two of us. And during that time, we do a lot of soul searching, and one of our biggest focuses is mental health and individuality and leadership. Moving on to the second question, is DYL about sisterhood and why? I think DYL is definitely about sisterhood and growing as a leader, and everybody shares to the group chat when something important is happening in their life or something that they're proud of, and we're very supportive of everybody. One of the questions we ask during the interviewing process is, why are you joining DYL? And our largest response is always, I want to be a part of the sisterhood, and I'm looking for a second family. And I can say wholeheartedly that that's exactly what DYL is to me, is my second family. So number 5, what are some interesting facts about DYL that are not shown to the public? We're still very connected during this whole pandemic. We've had some online workshops and virtual wellness checks, and we're very interactive with our advisors, and everyone's just really close. I guess what you don't see behind the scenes is how close we really are. Like, we're not all just in the same organization. It's much more than that. We're really family.
DYG raises scholarship funds for young males or young males who are challenged economically but want to pursue a higher education by establishing internal controls that cultivate smart growth and long-term strategic outcomes that will achieve all core materials based on logic models. They apply an innovative and significant associates community engagement module impacting a multitude of multi-dimensional issues per meeting through the United States. All in all, Distinguished Young Gentlemen and Distinguished Young Ladies is an amazing and impactful youth leadership program that they truly have a brotherhood and sisterhood. Thank you to our fellow co-workers, our supervisor, Dr. Tara Holmes, Ms. Fire, Dr. Thomas, and the rest of the TFLA staff, as well as anyone else that joined today and watched my co-workers in our presentation. Again, we thank you.